Welcome back to Into the Radius. We're playing on an Oculus Quest 2 through Virtual Reality Desktop. If you're not familiar with this game, it's based on a 1971 Russian science fiction novel entitled Roadside Picnic. That novel also inspired a 1979 film entitled Stalker and a 2007 PC game entitled Stalker. Before we get started, take a minute to click the S in the corner to subscribe. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so that'd be much appreciated. Also, like, share, leave a comment. If you have any tips, tricks, or feedback, I'd love to hear it. And with that, let's dig in here. We just finished exploring Komarovo train station, and we're going to start the Castle Siege mission today. But first, we got a bunch of weapon cleaning and prep to do to get our loadout right, and then we have to get there wherever there is. But first things first, we got a bunch of loot to go through from the last mission, and then we're going to have to repair our weapons. So let's get started here, having a look at the mass that we brought back. So food, we're probably going to take some of this with us, but we can start by stacking it there. Actually, let's bring this over here because that's probably a kind of in between here. So this is the clip or the magazine for the AKM that we picked up. So we definitely want that. The AKM is currently being repaired. That cost us a pretty penny, but that magazine is kind of hard to miss. What else do we have here? We have some advanced probes. Put those there. More advanced probes. A bunch of grenades, which here, this will be our, oh, that's probes. Okay, that's our backup probes. We actually want to keep those there. We may take some of these with us. The Castle Siege mission says expect heavy resistance, so grenades seem like a good idea against heavy resistance. What else do we have? That's just our cigarettes. We'll put those there for now. Tape. I believe we've listened to all the tapes, or we've collected them at least. So we'll just leave that pile there. We have, okay, energy drink can stay. A couple extra magazines for the Glock. And we have 2 there already. So let's just put these here. We'll probably bring the Glock again. Just double check. Yeah. So we're not going to want to let those go too far out of our sight. There's another one, although in a bit of disrepair. Now we'll start kind of stacking ammo. That looks like... Do we have a shelf? That looks like 6. 6-1, so that's FMJ 6-1. Actually, that might be that type of ammo that we need. 5.4 goes here. 6.1, so that will actually come in handy for the SKS, I think. These ones are all kind of half empty, but they're for the Glock, so we'll leave them there. I'm trying to get that low one. So actually we'll take this and we'll put it back in. Then what else? This is an extra magazine for the SKS. We have our empty 30-round magazines for the SKS. So we'll definitely be refilling those. These are just some... that looks like it might be for the OC. Another tape. So this is what the train station will give you if you really clear it out. What is that? That's a PP91 short magazine. So that can just stack up there with the others. 9x18. 9x18. Eventually we'll get around to using all that ammo. Our lighter. Thankfully made it back. Suppressor for 9mm. Do we have a shelf for suppressors? There's another one down there. That one can just go down there too. And a suppressor for a 9mm. That one can go down there as well. One of those looks a bit different. We're gonna have to do a 9x18 run. So that's for the GSH, which is over here. That looks like another for the PP91. All right, 9x18. 9x18. 9x19 empty. We'll just start putting the empties in the corner there. We'll sell those empty. $16. That can go down there. That probably shouldn't have been up there, unless we just shoved it there by mistake. Put that on Buckshot Mountain over there. All of those are empty. Another tape. Getting down to the dregs here, and some loosies we'll just toss on our shelf there for some very exciting session of what round is it? Okay, so there's some food. We got spare. I mean, I like knives. Maybe we'll take some of those out, maybe not. Does this have any food in it? No, that's empty, so that can get sold too. That's empty. That's going to get sold. Okay, so we've kind of taken everything out from the last run. We definitely want to put more food in, but I don't like putting the pineapple in. It's too big. I like the little chunks of meat. So let's grab some of those. That's pineapple. Is all of this pineapple? That's pineapple too. I guess these are the Tourist Delight. So by taking it off the knife means we don't have to take it out of the tin to eat it. We just kind of grab it out of our pack in chunks. This castle mission seems like a doozy, so, but I'm sure we'll pick up food too. I mean, you really only need like one of these chunks a day, 2 max. So I think that'll be good. Plus we have 2 kind of snack bars there, and we'll take a couple energy drinks. All right. So we'll just let's have a look at the magazines we're actually packing here. That's full. Apparently magazines have their durability actually matters now. Let's fill up. So magazine's capacity will lower as its condition degrades. Okay. So we're going to need a bunch more of that. May as well leave the Night Eye in there. Okay, I'll take that one out, which is empty anyways. And we're going to have to buy a bunch more of that ammo. And that magazine is full. So we've got kind of 4 boxes there. It's too bad you can't just hold boxes to each other, because we can amalgamate those 2 boxes. Let's do that now. I mean, I'm not going to do the 17, but... Whoa. Problem with doing the multiple bullets is that when you actually go to pick them up, they can jump around. That's why I'm kind of putting them spread out. If you put them all just in a pile, they will kind of jump all over the place when you try to grab them. So if you're going to do this type of management, make sure you leave lots of room between the rounds. so that they don't go flying across the room when they knock into each other as you pick them up. Like that. Like, I don't know what just happened with that loose round. We'll find it at some point, but it just kind of, I don't know, glitched. And now it's gone somewhere, and we'll come across it later in the base. Alright, that wasn't too bad. That ammo's not so expensive that I'm going to cry about losing a round. But it does bother me still. Okay, so let's do some weapon maintenance. This Glock actually is not the one we took out. We've actually found one in perfect condition, so I just swapped out the attachments on my sidearm with it. So did that do it? No, not quite. Doesn't like this angle. Okay, let's fix that, because that was a bit of a. Or is our patch gone? I guess it is. Must be. That's probably good. Yep. Put the suppressor back on. We will turn the laser sight off for now. Now let's see about the SKS here, which is in the yellow. So we got to hit it with the brush and the oil to get it back up into the blue. I have another SKS, maybe two over there in good condition, but you know, this one's been out into the zone a couple times. It knows what's up. Seen some things. So the weapon cleaning is a bit of a mystery, exactly where you need to brush and what type of action is best, so everyone has their own methods. I just wish I could see the condition while I was doing this so I don't overdo it and I can see the progression, because it can be rather slow going sometimes, but as long as we're seeing the flakes, hearing the noise, I don't think we're done. Let's say that. I considered waiting, I think, for the AKM we picked up to finish repairing, but I don't want to take out a new rifle on a priority mission, just because I'm not used to it, not used to the action necessarily, or the scope. All right, we're still in the yellow. So I think we'll be taking the SKS out again. The bayonet is kind of hard to resist. It's not 100% reliable. It kind of depends how you jab or slash at the enemy, but it's definitely an asset to have that. If a spawn jumps at you while you're scoped in, you can just kind of jab it with the bayonet to take it out, rather than slinging your rifle and grabbing a knife, or you know, spending a couple rounds on it. What are we at? Looking good. So we're in the blue, which means we can put the brush down and go to the rod. Just a little bit of the back and forth action. And when the patch wears out, the rod will just kind of come loose out of the barrel. There, so that's the end of that patch. Drop another one off. I'm guessing that's good, but let's see. That is good. All right, that didn't take too long. So now I'm going to put a 30 round in. I always make that mistake. And just make sure we have one in the chamber. Which I guess that did. I didn't see one fly out, so maybe we were empty. Maybe not. Fold the bayonet out, but you really have to check that every time. And we'll sling that. You can see it over our shoulder right there in the shadow. Okay. So I'm not sure I used the lower capacity magazines. I mean, when the largers ran out, but I don't think I'll take those this time. Although we have our cleaning rod and we have a couple patches, so we're good on that front. We want to sell all that stuff, buy some more 9x19. We're good on meds, and we definitely want to buy some more ammo. We've got our probes, knives. Yeah, I think we're good on everything else. We got our headlamp. So let's go ammo shopping. And then we'll have a look at the tower mission, I guess, and evaluate. So we want a bunch of the 9x19. What do we have? We have 3 boxes. Kind of want to buy another 2 boxes. You go through a lot. So I'm going to buy 3 boxes of that. 1, 2, 3. And how much cash we have? 6,000. That should be enough. And then these are the 7.62 by 39. That one could take another round. Okay. 7.62 by 39 is right there. And we want the FMJ. So this is the real curiosity. These are only 20 rounds, 20 cartridges, and that doesn't even fill up one of our magazines. So I want to say at least 5 boxes of these. You know what? I'm going to overdo it because I'm not going to be upset if I have extra ammo. That's for sure. And it's only 0.05 kilograms, so let's do another 2 of those, and another one of those. I think I got enough food. I think I got enough meds. I think I got enough knives, patches. Okay, so let's buy this. 2,800 worth of ammo, and we'll just load them all in place there. I thought we could fit one more in that magazine. That's odd. Oh, maybe that magazine needs to be repaired. So we'll definitely want to do that. It's not the worst thing for the 30 round magazine to only hold 29, but obviously we'd like the 30. Okay, so I think I'm happy with that amount of ammo. Let's sell this stuff. We'll just make sure there's 0 as we toss them in. It's like $3 a piece or something like that. These cans are acting weird. They don't want to come out. Okay, that's looking good. Sell $30. Okay, so now let's see about cleaning that magazine and see if we can fit another round in. I think I tried this before. I didn't have much luck with it. It's just with the oil and brush. So let's see, what's the condition there? Yeah, okay. That's actually not even that bad. I generally don't keep the information open when I'm doing this. I'm not sure if it updates, but let's see. I think it went up a tick. Yeah, this isn't going very well. Let's give it another little burst. And I'm glad I have the 30 round magazines because, you know, the lesser magazines, as they degrade throughout the run. Okay, so there it did jump up. We're almost back to full. One little tick. Let's see if we can get it while we have the information open. So the idea is that the spring gets rusted or corroded and you can't compress it as much, and that's why. But really, we got to hit it with, let's check, close it and open. So that's full, so it didn't actually update. So that's good. So now let's see if we can actually put another round in. There we go. So that's only got 15 to 17. So actually, let's just take one 17 to 17. Take that one instead. And that's 16 to 17. So we'll just take the newer ones for now. Let's get one of those lesser boxes. Okay. So those are both in perfect condition. And this one is 16 to 17. This is pretty harsh. I've heard players complaining about the magazine maintenance, but having the 3 should be good, and having the 2 for the SKS should be good, because I generally, as soon as there's a pause in combat, I'll refill the same magazine, and therefore I'll only be driving down the condition of 1, and when it's unacceptably low, I'll just swap it out with one of the others and keep refilling that. But obviously for the handguns, it's going to matter a lot more because you need a bunch of shots from the Glock to take down a slider, even a dark fragment. You need 2 or 3 shots unless you really hit the sweet spot. Almost. They're probably going to tweak this mechanic in an update soon, so it won't be as time consuming. You can also, anything you want to pay to have repaired, you can just drop it in the repair cabinet, but the times on the repairs are usually like 8 hours or something like that, so, and expensive. Okay, so that's full. It's just okay. So there's that, and if we're going to bring these boxes, I don't want to, if I hold the magazine to the box, it's going to go from the box to the magazine. That's not what I want right now. Okay. So the last one we have to check is this one, which actually doesn't look like it's in, only 2 of 30 in here. So good thing we checked, because this should definitely be refilled before we head out. course, we're going to have a nap and do a final check of just our inventory before we head out. But I'm not sure that I check magazine capacities for that. More of a sanity check that we have all the items. So the SKS magazine here seems to repair a lot quicker than the Glock. Although we might need another blast of oil. Sometimes you have to wait and see. Oh, there we go. That should do it, I would think. Nope. I mean, if we got to put another 30 rounds right in here, I might go buy one more box. Or heck, you know, what's money for? I might buy 2 more boxes. I'd rather not run out of ammo. There we go. So that's full up. And let's it's too bad that the info doesn't update. So there's 30 of 30. And I think we are going to buy another couple boxes of that. And then we'll be ready to go, I think. Alright, so let's just toss these in, get it out of the way. Sell. Okay, so now we want the 762. We want 3 boxes, that's right. You gotta spend money to spend ammo. That's what I always say. Okay, that's looking good. Didn't leave anything in there. So now we're gonna get some sleep, I think. Quite a bit of sleep, actually. We kind of spent a day doing all this maintenance stuff after we got back. So let's have a look at the mission. We'll just check. We have our spare magazine there. We got the SKS. We got the Glock. Detector, knife. We got lots of spare knives. Probes. We got spare probes, night eye, flashlight. Meds, ammo, rod, patches, energy drinks, some food, more food. Yeah, I think we're good that way. So one thing we did was we left a bunch of guns right here, I would say. So let's just put guns, not good guns, just guns. And we may as well erase this line here because I don't think we're going to go that way. That was from another mission. The boat is not even there, so we're going to erase that. The boat's out there. Okay. So let's see what the markers are for the castle. All the way up there. So we haven't actually been up there, but at least it's along the path, so we can... The harvester's right there, so that might be a pain. But we'll go... Let's see. We'll probably have to take folks out at the Blockpost, but we can usually do that at a distance. I'm not sure how else we'd do it. Alternately, we can go up through here and then cut over. We've done that before, and then we can avoid the Blockpost. But there's a... Let's see, we'll put an S for us. Why is that not working? Maybe because we haven't accepted the mission yet. There's a stomper here. Harvester's there. You know what? It's probably best to like... Oh, geez. The range on the mimics at the Blockpost is really far. I kind of want to cut over here and up here and then along the road here. That's probably the path of least resistance. Then we'll cut into the road north of where the harvester should be. Yeah, I think we'll do that. But we're going to get some sleep first. And then this is like right at the top of the map there. Huh. So I guess there's a safe house we'll probably be staying in. That's what those red circles with the hats are. Old castle contains some unique artifact that were never met before. Get the Grail artifact from the old castle. Yep. Secure the apartments at Kolhoz, which is the blue. And then a stash of ammo and explosives, if there will be heavy resistance. Okay, so the white is the intel. Yep. This is the... What was that? Oh, we just knocked the drawer kind of open. Look at those bottles. I'm messing the place up. Just put that there for now. Okay, well, let's get some sleep. We'll aim to wake up at 1, and then we'll accept the mission and head out. Alright, so what's our plan for day 1? That has M for mimics there. So we really want to cut through here. I don't think I've been to that safe house there, but oh yeah, I have. That's in the canyon. Maybe the best thing to do is just to take out the Blockpost today and then sleep in that house and continue making our way up the road. So the road's a lot less stressful. Let's do that. Little adjustment of plans. And we're used to taking out the blockhouse from a distance. Okay. We're going to want some food first. So this time we will have pineapple. Let's put that there to throw out later. We'll see where that gets us. That's full up. And we're going to start the mission. Okay. We don't need to do our path. We're basically following the road all the way up to Komarovo, Kolhoz there. So it's probably maybe day 1, day 2. But I have a feeling it's going to take a lot longer in here. And then, I don't know about this castle siege, but it is what it is. One more bottle left on the ground. Our little drawer of antique bottles. Close up now. Okay, our cabinets are glitching out. Alright. Let's do our last check. Ammo, detector, knife, probes. We got backup probes. Oh, there's that round that went missing. Okay. Backup probes. We got our SKS, bayonet extended, Glock. We got food. Kind of think maybe I should bring more food now that I see how long the mission's going to be. We'll just go 2 more bits. And we got to really try to be discerning about loot this time. So we just don't want to pick up everything we come across. Maybe nothing. A couple slider cores is one mission that we have queued up, but you know, the first couple days any cores you pick up are going to be completely degraded by the time you get back to the base. Turn on the clock's or field map's backlight. I didn't know the map had a backlight. That's interesting. Where's the backlight? Is that this? Oh yeah, look at that. Alright, let's get to it. Oh yeah, we're going to the Blockpost. Try to avoid the fragments at the supply depot, as we always do, or always try to. And say hi to the resident spawn at the top of the hill. Actually, if I cut behind the supply depot, that might leave out a lot of spawns. There's a bunch of spawns in the fields just north of the supply depot that we actually have to take out going this route. And we may run into the fragments at the supply depot. I don't know. It's a toss-up. Let's go behind the supply depot. I think that does cut out some of the interference. No anomalies really till we get around the back of the supply depot here. Try to take out the mimics at range in the Blockpost. And then who knows, maybe we can get pretty far north today. Alright, now it's about time to start throwing probes. I know there's some webs in this area. That looks like a fragment right up there. Is he walking this way? He is. He's coming for sure. I don't like taking these guys out on a uneven ground like this, but odd that he didn't scream. Okay. So there's a web anomaly in the trees there. There's another anomaly, or sorry, fragment. Sounding at least. I don't see him. There he is right there. This is also spawn territory. So I want to make sure spawn doesn't interrupt us here. Knives didn't used to fall, they just used to hang in the air. So that's kind of an extra thing to worry about. Well, not worry about, but take care of. Okay. So I haven't really gone this way. I haven't been into that anomaly field. Hopefully we don't alert fragments from the supply depot over here. Just gotta watch out for the web anomalies and spawns. That's a reflector anomaly. You don't want to throw anything into it because it will kind of disintegrate and shoot lasers back at you, which are quite damaging if they hit you directly. Okay, so I just got to get my bearings. I'm not used to this going this way. There's the Blockpost up there. Okay, so there's a spawn coming in for sure. Two of them actually. Do we have... I heard another one. Maybe it was just that one. Oh, there's one. I always do the double stab because sometimes one doesn't dispatch them. Okay. So there's a bunch of fragments by that truck. Gotta watch out for sigils. Those are the white circles on the ground that will slow you down if you enter them. And oh, that's a fragment. You gonna go down through there? Let's find a nice spot to... It's probably gonna be the end of this knife. Yeah, that's the end of that knife. We got a storm. Just killed our visibility for taking out the mimics at the block post, but we can at least make our way over there. I think it's this hill up ahead that I usually... Well, it's got an anomaly right on it, so I was gonna say I think I usually take them out from there. But maybe not. Distances in here can get a little mixed up. Okay, that's another spawn. Don't see them yet. There's a lot of craters that they get stuck on. But rest assured, if you hear them, they are on their way. Seems like that's a block post over there. And that's a fragment. Probably a couple. I just don't want the mimics to start shooting at us, which I think they actually will. There's a fragment. Mimics over there. You really want to try to avoid that. The multiple enemies. Is there a... Yeah, so the mimics are onto us, and they will hit you, but also don't want to run into anything in a panic. So we'll just probe a bit. Take out this fragment and we'll reapproach. Yeah, okay. Whoa. Okay, they won't get us here. Yeah, we kind of came from an odd angle because I wasn't sure of where I was coming from. Still a spawn coming at us, but at least we got the storm cleared. We want to take care of this spawn first, and hopefully we won't take a round from the... That's the dead one. Shh. Maybe that spawn buggered off. Don't really want to scope in with the spawn gunning for us, but let's see what we can do. I'm not even making out the block post from this angle. There. Okay, that one came in from way out. Is that them? I'm not doing very good at acquiring these targets. That's what I get for taking a different route. Okay, is that looks okay, I think. Oh, parallax. Okay, we got one. Where's that fragment coming from? Oh, maybe it's just the one in the truck. There's one trapped in that truck. Okay, so that's one mimic down. That's two. We'll reload in a second. Oh, we got a fragment right here. What took that knife? That's rare. I don't think I've seen one actually. Oh, these guys got beefy. Huh. I don't think I've seen either a fragment or a dark fragment take that many rounds. That's the one in the truck. It's a bunch of ammo for two mimics, but there's another one coming over. Don't want to get the spawns on me right now. Okay, maybe it was a damage drop-off that other fragment troubled us with. Okay, so there's a spawn kind of trapped in the environment there. He might get unstuck and come at us, but there's definitely some across the way here, so just keep our eyes peeled. Is that just that one? Oops. Hopefully he's not going to jump at us. There we go. SKS. Flashlight, don't want. I mean, that's for the AKM, but we don't need it. We already have two at the base, and I can't be slowed down this early with that sort of stuff. Probably going to be a fragment or two in here still, but let's see. Okay. You know, it's early in the day, we can keep moving down the road. There's another anomaly there. Is that gonna... that would hit us. So I guess we'll go around this way. Try not to take any damage on the way out. Knock on wood, you know, as soon as I say that. So the harvester's the big question here. Sometimes the harvester's way out to the west. Sometimes it's on the road. Sometimes it's a little bit to the east. There's definitely, you know, once we just get a little further north, possibility of sliders. These are not throwing as well as I'd like. There we go. And I'm hearing, I thought I heard a spawn. It's a safe house over there or somewhere we could sleep, but it's still pretty early. Alright, I see a spawn right up there. It's usually 2 in that area. And then up to the right of the road is mimics in the forest. You don't want to throw, those are reflector anomalies, so we definitely don't want to throw into them. Let's see. Really, spawns are the annoyance here. That one seems like it's locked on. No, he's just doing his rounds. So you want to mark all the anomalies that you know where you can dodge when the spawn comes in. Here, he's going to come across right now. Just wait for him. I mean, I could try running ahead, but he'd probably come up behind us. I see the second one there. Okay, I guess we'll have to bait him a bit. Okay. Now there's 2 around. That one, is he gonna come this way? It should. There's 1, 2. That was the end of that knife. Going through knives at quite a clip. That's the spawn making noise, just kind of laying low. Right there. But they can jump at you. From those positions too. Alright. So now we just have to look out for the harvester. There's a little outpost here. I'm gonna go into crouch mode actually, because I'd like to spot the harvester before it spots us. We're making pretty good time. Always have a bit of an escape route. It's not hard to escape along the road here and use these car sculptures as cover. looks like the safe house in the distance over there. There's a kind of floating house that's up ahead. No sign of the harvester. Oh, there it is. That's really close. Let's see if we can get behind this. Oh, it's like moving this way too. Let's try to stay undercover. Oh geez, that thing moves fast when it wants to move. It really does look like it's coming towards us. Let's stay behind here for now and crouched. And we'll just run way back if it really rears up on us. I mean, it's over there. Maybe we can pass over. Oh. Oh, okay, it's coming. Okay, but yeah, that's the problem in here, is electrical traps. Running is ill-advised. But let's just get cover. Hopefully the harvester won't actually pursue us this way. It only spawns homunculi to protect itself. So looks like we're heading for that safe house after all. Now this is slider territory, so we're gonna have to switch to the Glock pretty quickly if we hear the slider teleporting sound. But maybe we can double back to the road. We kind of have to do that anyways, although it's getting late. That fragment's coming up on us. There's another one. There's another one. I see that one. I don't. Oh, this one. Okay. What happened to that magazine? Okay, now that kind of sounded like maybe a slider teleport. I kind of want to head north and then cut back to the road. Some webs in the air there. Don't want to stay here because of the harvester. I can't see that structure I thought was out here. So there's some webs. Let's head north. Okay, good thing. I don't know how a probe hit that. Let's head north and we'll cut back to the road. There's the little outpost. So let's keep heading this way. And hopefully we'll be able to cut back to the road. Just make sure we holstered that. Where is that harvester? I don't see it. Okay, we're gonna go around the other side of this big rock. Ooh, sigils. Okay, we're not gonna do that. Let's drop down, get back on the road. Hopefully we're not... There's a mimic there. Maybe that was the mimic that was shooting at us. That would be good. There's another sigil on the road. I don't see the harvester. So we'll just make it to the other side of this sigil. And hopefully there's somewhere we can put a pack down up ahead. See the mimic around there, but we don't have to bother him. Let's get around under this rock. This structure's gotta have resistance in it, so I don't really want to approach it without a thorough investigation, but there's actually another sigil right there. We don't have a lot of cover. So maybe we can get inside that pipe there. Call that our home for the night. So there's a bunch of pipes there, so much the better. So that's the train station right there, really. So this is the crossroads where we picked up a machine gun not too long ago. Okay. Let's just probe our little house here. Is that an electric fence? Okay. I think we can do this for tonight. What's the condition here? Not the greatest. Do we have a patch on this? We do not. Tricky to do it with the suppressor on. Maybe I don't want to drop the suppressor because you never know what's going to happen in the environment here. You might never get it out of the floor. That degraded quickly. We haven't put that many rounds through it. Okay. So that looks good. Suppressor back on. Top up our magazines. I switched magazines just to... Did that really toss a box out? That's kind of odd. Why would it do that? That should have stayed in our backpack. I switched magazines just to top it up because if a slider was to come, we want a full magazine for the Glock. Let's check the condition on the SKS. I think that can go without repair for a little bit. Food situation can wait till morning. Okay. Looking good so far. Put this on our back. Take a minute to check our map. I don't want to put the light on. So that's when we slept at the train station. Right now we're right here, which is actually pretty far for the day. So we don't have far to go to the explosives cache there, and then on to the rest of the mission. So this is basically prep and travel to the mission. And let's lay our pack out. And we'll call it a part. We'll pick up part 2 of the castle siege next time. This is Into the Radius, the Steam version. played on an Oculus Quest 2 through virtual reality desktop. If you haven't already, take a minute to click the S in the corner to subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so that'd be much appreciated. Also like, share, leave a comment. Any tips, tricks, or feedback, all that good stuff is appreciated. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.